but there's just some things you kind of boxes I feel like you have to check, and one of them is being able to sling it. I think I was talking to somebody earlier. I think just being able to throw the ball at a high level, it can make up for a lot of different things. Like you look at Lamar, and as talented as Lamar is athletically, I mean, the guy's one of the fastest guys in the league. But you watch him in college, and he could sling that thing. I mean, he could really sling the ball. Big time arm. I mean, throwing it 75, 80 yards, and so you just knew, like, one, he's supremely athletic. Two, he can really throw it. So, like, footwork wise, he's gonna figure it out. With coaching and getting into offense and timing up his feet with the drops. Like, to me, that wouldn't have been a big issue. You just see the athletic ability and things you just can't coach. Now, interesting to see like his personality, how he's in the huddle, and obviously that's all worked out. He's an MVP now, and he's had a really nice start to his career. But just having kind of the basics.
It was awesome. Again, these are their heroes. These are the guys they look up to, and you want to see your kids draw inspiration from things like this, moments like this. You never know when something might happen that'll be a light bulb moment for them, right? And so try to put them in these positions to gain great experience and then maybe have one of those moments. And so maybe catching a ball from Lamar, laying out for it in the AFC locker room or something was one of those moments.
He got out a couple times, and they got us on, my bad. They got us on like a man blitz where everybody's kind of backs turned and he takes off. And then, like I said, the other one we were in man as well. So a couple of those scrambles, they just caught us in man, and it was just a good play call, or a good decision by him to do that at the time.
I thought Lamar Jackson was phenomenal. I thought he was it wasn't on their designed runs, it was on the scramble runs that he was so explosive. And he's faster than he looked, when you saw him in person. He's faster than we saw him on the film. He was able to just find the space and get out. They wouldn't really miss tackles. He just ran around people and found a way. I think they're doing a fantastic job with him in their offense, and he's totally unique, and they know it, and they've recognized it, and they're playing ball with him, and that's a great factor.
It's very hard. You have to stay sound. You have to stay disciplined. You have to stay in your gaps. You have to execute very well each play, each down, and throughout the whole game. Because the one time you don't, he's gonna split it wide open. And that happened a couple of times tonight.
He looked fast on film. He looked fast in person. He's the same. I already said we got to contain this guy the whole game. We went into the game plan, containing him. We pressed the pocket. He still got out of there some type of way. He's just a great player. That's just separating your game from other players when you're doing things like that. We game planning for him.
You keep an eye on all the younger quarterbacks. What are your thoughts on Lamar Jackson so far this season?
Yeah, I've seen him play a few times this year too, and just exceptionally talented, speed, quickness. He's throwing the ball well. He just has great awareness in the pocket, when to run. I think his productivity is really been unmatched. So he's got a very unique skill set. It's very difficult to simulate, a level of that type of player with that level of talent. And our defense is going to be a big challenge for all of us.
I know that you're obviously not into the comparisons, but it's been like this conversation all week. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, after what he did on Monday. Is it just fun to be part of that conversation with Jackson, Mahomes, Watson, that type of who's the best, type of deal?
Yeah, I think just the league in general and the quarterbacks that are in this league right now and the quarterback play, I mean, it's at such a high level. And so you see every single year it seems like someone else is coming out and putting their stamp on the game and how you can go about having success here. And Lamar is playing at an extremely high level right now. Not only what he's able to do with his legs, but the way he's able to get in the pocket and hit these seam throws and hit these shots down the field. And you can understand that with the more and more experience he's gotten, he's really understanding what defenses are trying to do to him. And so I think just with him, he's playing at a great level right now. Like you said, Watson, Wilson, Brady, all these guys are playing at the top of the game, Rodgers. And so for me to just be a part of that and get to go about it every single day, it's definitely exciting.
What's the biggest challenge with Lamar?
His feet. It's pretty simple, it's kind of evident. Baby Vic. But he's right-handed, that's about it.
They're exploiting or using his running ability, I think, better this year, so that it keeps people off balance, and then he's able to get some good throws off as well every now and then. And so once he's able to hit you for 30 down the sideline with his feet, and then you're ready for him to scramble, and he sits there and hits hits a 15-yard throw, you're like, no, what's coming next? So just that unpredictability is catching people off guard and not knowing really how to handle it.
In my day, people paid attention to kids like Lamar. He watched and he probably learned a lot. He probably respected my game and patterned his game after mine. So I'm a big fan of Lamar, just like he's a big fan to me. Enjoyed everything that he put together over the last 2 years, and I think he's only going to get better from here, so we get a chance to break it down and see.
So obviously in a tight MVP race with Lamar Jackson, what have you seen in his game that has surprised you, or what stands out to you which makes him so special?
Well, I think, his clutch gene, I think at the end of the day, to be great, you got to have a clutch gene. I think he has it. When the game's on the line, he wants to find a way to make the play, whether it's throwing or running, and he's got it all. We got to exchange jerseys at the Pro Bowl, so that was amazing. That was one of my highlights of the Pro Bowl.
Love it. That's
just switching jerseys.
I'm sure that was a highlight for him
with a young
too.
bull, and just it was pretty cool. So, he's spectacular, and he's been able to do a lot of things, and he's going to be a great player along the way.
You love hyping this guy up. Threw for 5 touchdowns, the 3rd time this season. Go.
Man, he's special, man. I've been telling y'all since I don't know how many weeks ago that he was the MVP frontrunner, but now I'm going to tell y'all he is the MVP. You know what I mean? He's great. He does everything necessary to be a great QB, puts it all on the line for his teammates, humble, and we blessed, man. We thankful, we happy for him, and we just going to keep going.
Now I would just like to introduce y'all to the man, the myth, the legend, the MVP frontrunner. If anybody else got to say something different about that, then come see me. I'm right here in B-More outside the bank. If you got an issue with that, come see me. I'm about that. Big trust. Woo woo. Lamar Jackson in the flesh. Yes, sir. Big trust.
I'm with you.
New Era 8 apparel.
Click, shout out.
Hey, this man funny.
Let's go! A dynamic passer and run.
I feel like he's just getting started.
That's a talent that you can't teach, and that's a talent that's not going to be seen again for the next 15 years.
It's just always a threat. You don't know how to really rush him. Like, do you rush high and he beats behind you? Like, do you counter back and then he just flushes out the pocket from the bottom? Do you get stuck in a bull rush and try to get your head out? It's tough.
Who can touch him on the field? And I don't think he's get enough credit to how great he is as a quarterback.
Action Jackson, Lamar can do it.
And we came out and he ran the ball, he threw the ball, he did everything he could to win that ball game. And that's what happened. He came back from behind and won.
Good luck to you, bro.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, doing some great stuff.
Appreciate that.
Keep it up, man. Big fan.
Yes, sir.
Lamar's been electric all year. All the things that he can do from running the football, throwing it, to the competitive nature that he brings to the game. That's the kind of football player you want on your team.
Lamar, whoever else, but